up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Hey, crafty friends! Welcome back to Crafty Vlogmas Day 21. I'm your host, Mami Lala, and today we have a very special guest joining us, the incredibly talented Lynn from LV Handcrafted. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Lynn hails from the beautiful Seattle area and is here to spread some holiday cheer with a fantastic craft project. But before we dive into the crafting magic, let's get to know Lynn a bit better. Lynn loves crafting with her two furry companions, a golden poodle and an old English bulldog. Coffee is her creative fuel, and she's very passionate about card making and the intricate art of paper quilling. When she is not knee deep in glitter and glue, you can find her indulging in her love for sci-fi and board games just like me. She even roasts her own coffee, craft her own soaps, dabble in sewing, and enjoy leather crafting whenever time allows. But today we're diving into the enchanting world of light up cards. Lynn has got a fantastic project that combines creativity with a touch of so called magic. Get ready to add a little sparkle to your holiday greetings. I can't wait to see the magic unfold. And for all of you watching, make sure to connect with Lynn through her various platforms, all of which are in the description of this video. You don't want to miss out on her amazing creations. So grab your crafting supplies, cozy up, and let's get started with Crafty Vlogmas Day 21 featuring the fabulous Lynn from LV Handcrafted. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a crafty moment. Let's spread the holiday joy together. And without further ado, let's all welcome first time on Mummy Guiding and on Vlogmas, Lynn of LV Handcrafted. Hi, Lynn!
Yay! Hi, everybody. Wow, Lala, you did your homework on me. I'm a little
course.
scared that you found all of that on the internet.
They're basically on your description. Basically, that's just it. Again, Lynn, thank you so much, guys. So, guys, I just want to tell you exactly how did I meet Lynn, okay? Actually, it was through Helen, okay? Helen, Crafty Mama Diaries, is also a dear crafty friend of mine. Told me that she's going to be a guest on your show, Lynn. So I said, oh, okay, that's about 5 a.m., I think, my time, or 6 a.m. I said, sure, I'll be there. So during the time, I think that is the time you were talking about DT, being part of a design team. It's a series, right? So it's a 3 part or 4 part series, if I'm not mistaken. And that's where I said, wow, this creator is so awesome, right? Because you bring
Aw.
in things that most of us would want to know, but didn't really have the platform to actually, get to know that. And that's where I saw Dallas as well, Stamper Girl. And then eventually I got hooked on watching her other shows. And I became part of her amazing group called Crafty Friends with LVHandcrafted. We'll talk more about that later. So that's how I got to know Lynn. But of course, you guys I know would want to know more about Lynn. But first, let's go check out the chat. Of course, we have Lynn actually in the chat herself saying hi to Jay. All right. And also Jay saying hi to Lynn. Okay. And of course, we have Animal Paradise Communication and Healing. This is Janet. Hi, everyone. Happy ho, ho, ho. Yes, Merry Christmas, my dear friend. She was my guest last week, or actually last Sunday, where we did gratitude journaling. So if you missed that, you can actually watch it on replay. I have a playlist for the Vlogmas. And Jay is saying, the bot is mad at me already. He doesn't want you putting a lot of emojis. Sorry, Jay. Nightbot, behave. And of course, you have Dallas Stamper Girl. Hello, hello. Okay, there you go. What did you say, Jay? And we have Marcus, my dear friend, in the chat. Thanks so much, Marcus. Why are you still awake? I'd be kind of amused if it got banned. If I got banned for spamming pandas. There you go. Okay, and Stamper Girl said, I need to drive to hockey in a few minutes, but I'll try to be back soon. Yes, drive safe, Dallas. See. Oh, there goes the panda from Marcus. It's like that Cordelia got banned in my chat when the robots went crazy. Yes, so true. Okay, I'm mostly good. Being bad is the cot's jam. Hello, Linux. And of course, we have Christmas trees. Merry Christmas from Marcus. I must ask, what is quilling? Don't worry, Jay. We will ask Lynn in a little bit. Okay, here, I'm not afraid of you, bot. Okay, there you go. And of course, we have Stan. This is Stanex. Okay, Lala is the perfect host. Thank you so much, Stan. Oh, you guys, you're making me blush. Hi there, Mami Lala. Thank you so much, Jason. Okay, and that's it. Okay, we are updated with the chat. Okay, so let's go back to Lynn. Lynn, we see that amazing thing on your table right now. But guys, let's get to know Lynn first. Lynn, first, how did you get started in all of this, crafty things, and then eventually becoming a content creator?
Well, in terms of just like crafting, if we're
Mm-hmm.
including all things under that broad label, probably my mom would be the person who got me into DIY, doing things yourself, and sewing, needlecraft, things like that. That's how I
Oh.
started. And in paper crafting specifically, I actually started in high school because I have another hobby, photography, or really less these days, but in high school I was taking a lot of photos of friends and high school
Mm-hmm.
memories, college memories, and the inevitable question, what do you do with all of these photos? And the beauty of it, which I miss these days, was that I'm old enough to where when I was growing up, you got your photos printed. It wasn't just
Yes.
digital on your phone. If you wanted to see your photos, you had to print them. And so, really, my foray into paper crafting was scrapbooking and
Same.
memory keeping. So, keeping things like little ticket stubs and, items like that, and combining them with photos, with little captions and whatnot, just to preserve the
Mm-hmm.
memories. And that's how I got started. And it wasn't until Oh, somebody check my YouTube channel, you'll know when I started content creating. I don't remember now. It hasn't been, like, super long,
Mm-hmm.
but it has been several years, like at least I think 3, maybe 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into content creation mostly because I felt like it was a fun new thing to learn, the whole aspect of, doing videos and video editing and all of that goodness. Also because I feel like a lot of people give to the crafty community, and I feel like I take so much from it by watching other people's videos and seeing all of their inspiration, and I felt like it would be fun to kind of contribute to that community and be a little bit more active as opposed to just passively taking in the ideas. I wanted to share and be a little bit more active in sharing ideas and putting my own ideas forward. And so that's, why I got into content creation. And the world of being on design teams has been a little bit of a journey as well. And when I first started, it was very, I knew nothing. I didn't know other crafters because my background, education, and work-wise is in the computer software side of things, and owning my own business and whatnot. So it's very different. Like the actual friends I have, they're not really crafters per se. So it's great to be more plugged into the community as a content creator because I've met so many wonderful friends like you, Lala.
Aw.
And so that has been a real treat out of all of this, is to really get to know other folks who understand what it's like to have this as a hobby, and want that feeling of wanting all the things. Not everybody gets that.
And why we are so
So
crazy about paper and colors
yes.
and all the
And,
stuff.
how it is that one paper is different from another, like, so all those things,
Yes. So
yeah.
thank you so much, Lynn. That has been an awesome why and an awesome journey. And I am very grateful that you found your way to content creation because now you are actually reaching so many people, not just from where you are, but all over the world. So in LV, Friends of LV Handcrafted, it's a very safe community to just express your creative journey, so there's no judgment. Okay, everybody is very supportive, and you just need to answer several questions. So because of course Lynn needs to create that a safe space for everyone. But if you do want to join, and experience the joy that I have been having as part of their group, okay, you can see here the links to Lynn or LV Handcrafted's different socials, but I highly suggest that you follow her, of course, on YouTube first and foremost, and then her community group. Okay, it's free to join. Okay, it's on Facebook as well, because from there you will get to you'll find, okay, so where did Lynn get all of those things, right? So she also has an Amazon store, right? So you can check that out, of course, and her website where everything basically is there for you to peruse. All right. So going back, Lynn. Okay. So now, Lynn. Okay, I know that for those who don't know yet, Lynn is, she's very modest, but she's very talented. She's actually a design team member and sometimes admin of several of these amazing crafting companies that we are so blessed that they are there. Otherwise, we won't have materials to work with, right? So, one of the things that Lynn has been doing lately is putting up cards with lights. And so I was blown away when I first saw this. I said, whoa! Every now and then in the past, I would see cards like that here in the Philippines, but they cost like an arm and a leg. And it's very, very seldom that you can actually see one. But to actually create one, that was for me, I was mind blown. Really, it's like, whoa, you can do that, right? So I asked, Lynn, can you please come in and, show us how you actually can do these kinds of things, and that there are actually materials out there that we can actually use, right? So without further ado, okay, Lynn, let's show them Okay, and then showcase to them how are you able to make light up cards. And is this safe?
And is this safe? That's a really good question. Okay, so, before I get into it, can I ask everybody the favor of hitting that like button and also sharing this stream out? Let's get Mommy Guide Inc.'s channel some love. And
Oh,
if you
thank you,
share this
Lynn.
out, your friends, your community. I haven't started crafting, so it's not too late to invite folks, share this stream out so that more people can see it. And of course, do hit that like button so that YouTube will actually share Mommy Guide Inc. Lala's channel out to more folks on YouTube who might be interested in catching Vlogmas in specifically, but just Lala's channel in general. So if you could do us all the favor of hitting that like button and sharing the stream out, that would be wonderful.
Thank
So
you.
before, oh yeah, absolutely. Um, Now, before I get started crafting, I will, for anybody who might not be familiar, because my understanding from Lala, as you said, this was a little bit new to you, so I don't know who
Mm-hmm.
else this might be new to. So let me go ahead and talk a little bit about the products that I'll be working with and what makes them unique.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a company called Pear Blossom Press, and it's owned and operated by Amanda Stevens, who is awesome. She's very wonderful. I am honored and grateful to be on her design team, and so I do want to make sure everybody is aware that I did receive these products for free to craft with as being a part of her design team and having the honor of crafting with them and sharing ideas and inspiration with all of you. And let me show you all the various different types of lights that she has. These are made specifically for paper crafting, but you can, of course, once you see how they work, incorporate them into all sorts of projects if you'd like. And let me set some things aside just so that we can focus on one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the one lights. And as described, they have a single light mechanism. And when you buy a pack of any of her lights, it comes included with the batteries to operate them. I snagged the second battery to use on my card today, but you
Okay.
will get you will
Both.
get
You'll get
enough
two.
batteries. Yes, you do not need to purchase anything else to operate the light up mechanism itself. What makes them unique and a little bit different from another brand that you may or may not be familiar with, Chibitronics is another um, wonderful company that
Mm-hmm.
is in the same sort of space as Pear Blossom Press in the sense of creating light up cards and projects. What makes the Pear Blossom Press designs very, very unique is that the circuitry, the battery pack, the button to turn it all on and off is all built in for you.
Oh,
So
wow.
you just need to put the battery in and decide where to put this onto your card, and you can light up anything you'd
Okay.
like.
That's
So
awesome. Lynn, you can separate those, right? So there's actually two.
yeah, this is
Okay.
why I left these together, is to show that when you get them, if you buy it, you can buy them in a 3-pack or a 5-pack, and when they come together, the circuit boards are connected like this, and it is
Mm.
very, very easy to separate. I left this so that I could demonstrate it. You just bend it.
Oh, awesome.
So it
So
is
that one, Lynn,
perforated.
when you because I went to the website, it says there's one light and then there's different lights. So when you say one light, although it comes in a pack of five, it's actually you can use it individually. So that's what it means.
Yes,
One light,
so
five
it's a
pack.
5 pack, so
Okay.
5 of these units.
Okay,
And
got it.
so each unit has one light that on this one in particular will
Okay.
light up for you. So good questions. Keep them coming as I go.
Yes.
The
Really
next
have a lot of
ones
questions.
the next one is has also been out, I think, for just as long or maybe even before the one light, and it's called the Easy Lights. These are a little bit different than the one lights, and let me show you how.
Oh, this looks
They
very, what do you call this? Complicated, is it?
Oh, it's not. It's just as easy as the one light,
Okay.
and it too does come with the circuit board connected like this. So I'm not gonna break it apart because you saw me do that
Yes,
already.
yes, yes.
Um, but what you can see, I do already have one pulled out.
Okay.
And what's great about these lights is that the easy lights have three little LEDs. I already have the battery in, so let me go ahead and turn these on, and then you
Wow.
can see those three lights.
Okay, Lynn,
So this gives you
just to make it clear, those are already connected. The wires are already connected to the circuitry, so to speak. So we don't really need to do anything in terms of,
yes.
okay.
And that's what makes it unique is that all of the circuitry is built in. So all of the wiring, the positive, the negative
Uh-huh.
wiring, the battery pack, the button to turn it on and off, the little itty bitty LED
LED.
lights. These are super, super small, really, really thin. Everything is ready to go. And literally the only thing you need to do is put your and it does ship with the see, I took the battery out of, that one, so
Uh-huh.
there's one extra, but I wanted to do that intentionally just to let you know that the battery
Yes.
size is the same across all of the units,
Uh-huh.
but they ship separately so that your battery isn't draining while
Oh,
it's
okay.
in the battery holder,
Yes,
so when
yes.
you're ready to ship this out to whoever you want to give a light up card to, you just put your battery in. Just pay attention, be mindful of positive versus negative. It does tell you on the top, positive is
Oh,
on the upside, and
okay.
then you push that button and it turns on. So
Oh.
the easy lights, they too, you can buy in a 5-pack, meaning you have 5 individual units, each unit having
Uh-huh.
3 lights to it.
Okay, that's
So
awesome.
yeah. So that one is that option is available. And then, so I'm kind of going in order of what, when things were released. So then a little bit newer is the Halo Light combo. And now this I would say is a fabulous bargain, folks, because I'll show you.
Have you done a video on this one, the Halo Light?
I have I've
I have to
Well,
go
I've
and check
used
that
it. I
one.
must have done it somewhere.
Okay.
No, my snow globe light is one of these.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so here's what's cool about this, everybody. Now, this is a bit of a you get six
Oh, wow.
light units in here. Now, one design is what's called this halo ring. And this halo ring has 5 LED lights all the way around. And Amanda recently redesigned these because look at all that space in the center there. She thought, what a waste of space. Let's
Uh-huh.
add 2 more lights.
Oh.
So, in each pack of the Halo Light combo, you get 2 Halo Light rings and 4 one lights. So, I've already used one. Otherwise,
So you don't really
there would
need
be
to
a
use it there, but you have that option, right?
It's meant for you to actually snap them apart, so the metal is perforated so that you
Okay.
remove these.
Okay,
So
okay.
they are all individual units. You get and let me light this one up just so that you can see how this looks.
Oh my goodness, this is so
And
much fun.
look at that. Look how
Oh
bright that is.
my
So this I think I used on my snow globe card
gosh.
that's on
Okay.
my channel.
We have
So
to check
so
LV
this
Handcrafted's channel for this.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's and check out the Pearl Blossom Press channel. There's like, if you really want to see lights, every video there just about is all
Exactly.
about lights. So, so this I feel like is a fabulous, fabulous value for money because you get the 2 different types, right? You get the 2 halo lights, and then you get 4 individual one lights to use. You get that nice combo, and 6 in total. So I think it's wonderful, and of course you get the
Wow.
batteries for
You
all
know,
of them.
something here in the local market in the Philippines, they sell some kind of LED thing, but guys, it's so complicated. It's like they just sell the LED lights, but how do you put in the switch? How do you put in the
Yeah.
wirings? We are not engineers. We are not that kind of techie person. So in the end, even though it's available, it cannot. So that's one great thing about this product that Pear Blossom Press has, that Lynn is showing us, because for us crafters, we can just focus on the crafting side of it, right? Okay, so there you
Right.
go. Okay, so what's up
By
next?
the way, hi
Let's look
Chow.
to
I just
light.
saw Chow enter
Yes,
in the
ciao.
chat. So hello. Welcome, my friend.
Yes.
Okay, so what's next? These are the newest in the line of Pear Blossom Press lights. So these are twinkle lights. I have not used these myself.
So from the word
So
itself, it means it's not steady light. It twinkles.
well, let's find out because I I'm gonna go ahead and separate one.
Okay. Oh,
I
this
have
is
I
exciting.
these have
Unboxing.
Yeah, this is sort of a first unboxing for me even because this is the first time I've gotten my own hands on the twinkle lights. So,
Oh.
just like everything else, everything is wired,
Mm-hmm.
positive and negative. The circuit is complete. 3 tiny LED lights
Mm-hmm.
at the ends here, and all you have to do is just slip the battery in. Just be mindful of positive, negative.
Okay.
You turn the button on, and let's see what happens. Look at it twinkle.
That's so cute. See, you have
Look how fun that.
options.
So you have options, and so imagine, I don't know how many people are still doing holiday cards, but this makes for a very special holiday card.
Exactly.
And
Oh my
it's
good.
I have a running joke with my viewers that I like to make what I call mantle-worthy cards because during the holidays, that's when everybody is getting a lot of cards. So if you want to make your cards stand out,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, add some lights, add some
Exactly.
lights, and
All
your
right.
card is definitely gonna make it onto the mantle.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so let's just uh Lynn is preparing for the actual, putting together of that card. Okay, we'll just so some have already been prepped. Okay, we'll just say hi to Kay. Hi Kay. And of course we have Patrick of Everyday Tech. Hello, good morning and good evening. Yes, good morning to you, Patrick. Hi, Sammy Pie. Exciting topic today. Wanted to try to make those lighted cards. Yes, Kay. So that's why, after this, I was talking to Lynn earlier on, said, okay, I hope one of our partner stores brings it here, right? So it's easier for us to buy ASAP. And of course, Lynn said, Dallas said, I love that they come with batteries, right? So even the regular batteries, we often like, where can I buy? Where are the batteries, right? And of course, we have the honest accomplice. Hi, Dan, saying hi to me and Sammy and everybody in the chat. And of course, we have Chow. Hi, Chow. Hello, hello. Also, an awesome content creator, guys. So if you see people in the chat that you have not yet connected with, I highly suggest that you go check them out. And if you like what you see, that you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of their shows as well. And of course, Stan said these are amazing. Yes, Stan, aren't they? And everyday tech, as from the name itself, right? Patrick does a lot of tech topics on his show as a but he's also very creative as well. As a techie person, I would buy this instead of trying something myself, right? So even a techie person who can, like Patrick, who can actually do this on his own, it's so easy, right, Patrick? As a dad, as a content creator, I know you are also very busy, and if you're gonna just put this thing together, it's this is faster, right? And Shanna, hi Shanna. It's not just a card, it's a show. Yes, and it is. Okay, and when Weng Nadoko. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's go back to Lynn now. Okay, there you go. See the magic. Okay,
See
Lynn
the
has been
magic?
able to stamp everything and prep everything, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me talk about what I've already prepared,
Mhm.
and that way you can kind of have an idea for what I'm doing, and then we'll focus on actually the lights.
Okay.
So I am crafting with a pink and main stamp set called Lanterns. It does have a coordinating die set that goes along with it. And I don't know about everybody else here, but I celebrate the Lunar New Year. So I thought I would make a light up lantern card that is a New Year's card. So apologies if you were expecting a Christmas card, Lala, but I'm I'm moving on to the New Year, so that's what I'll be making today. And here's what I did. I gave myself some options because I'm not 100% sure which one I want to use, but I have stamped onto clear acetate this
Oh,
large lantern, and I use Stays On pigment ink. So Stays On ink is great for stamping onto non-porous surfaces like plastic, which is
okay. Lynn, I have a
acetate.
question. When you say stays on
Mhm.
pigment, is that the original stays on, or is this a new thing that came out with stays on?
It's actually, it's similar, but it is actually different from Stays On because
Oh,
Stays On, uh, without the word pigment is a dye-based ink.
oh, yes.
And so as a dye-based ink, it's actually, translucent,
Mm-mm.
whereas pigment inks are opaque.
Oh,
So, this will give you a little bit more of a, opaque kind of, solid look,
okay. Thank you. Thank
and
you.
no problem. I've stamped it onto acetate, clear acetate, and
And
I've stamped it onto vellum.
vellum.
I don't know which one I will use. I might use the clear acetate over vellum, so we'll see.
Oh, that's
I
why
gave
you
myself
needed
options.
stays on. So that's nice, right? That stays on came up with this because one of the issues I had with stays on in the past was, again, since it's translucent, even though if you go back and then try to ink it, it's still not, bright enough or,
Mhm.
opaque enough, right? So it's a good thing they came up
Yeah.
with a pigment but still kept the property that it can, do, or you can stamp on non-porous stuff like that vellum
Mhm.
and acetate. Thank you so much for sharing that, Lynn.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem. Good questions. Look at you with all the questions. Okay, thank you. um, so what I have done in advance is I do have some of my mats and layers. So I'll kind of preview this card for you. I've got some red cardstock. I'm making an A2 size card, so this measures four and a
Mm-hmm.
quarter by 5.5. What's a
Mm-mm.
popular card size for you in the Philippines,
The
Lala?
same, the
Is
same.
A2?
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
A2
Okay.
and in the past years, the slim line and the mini slim line, but now still
Mm.
still the A2 overall.
Okay, great. Well, then everybody will be kind of familiar with this then.
Mm-hmm.
What I've done is out of the red, I used a rectangle die and I cut a little bit out of the center and used the same die to cut out of white. And that's mostly because I want this to be white overall
Mm.
and just have that red mat.
Mm-mm.
And what we'll do, and I already used the coordinating die to cut out from my top layer here, which I already did stamp Happy New Year. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna start to build this up. And I'm gonna start by deciding, see how this looks a lot nicer against white? So
Mm-mm.
whenever I'm making a light up card, I do want it to still look good when it's not lit up. And so if I had left this solid red, I'll show you the difference.
Uh-uh.
If I had left this solid red, it would look like that.
Oh yeah.
And you wouldn't really see that lovely
Yeah,
design
yes, the
of
lantern.
the lantern, right? And
Yes.
so I don't want to rely on this card being lit up to look good. I want it to look good when it's off too. Hi T, welcome my friend. Oh, Chow celebrates Lunar New Year too. Yay!
Oh, there you go. We
All
actually
right.
also do that. So because the Philippines, we're an Asian country, right? So we have a lot of Chinese influence. So we have two New
Oh,
Years
okay.
here. So of course the regular New Year, December, January 1st, and then normally the Lunar New Year is about February, right? Or sometimes
Hmm.
latter part. Depends. It changes every year, right, Lynn?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. I think is this year. Is it January this
Yeah,
year?
probably I think latter part
Any,
of January.
does
So again,
anyone
hi
know?
T. Yes, T is not afraid of color. There you go. Okay, so you've
Okay.
assembled it together. So and also the reason why she is doing such, right? So to make it even nicer, even if without the lights, it's already nice. Again, this is
Yes.
a set from Pink and Main.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, you don't need the extra white cardstock here. You could just leave it like that, but
Mhm.
I like everything to be level. It's like very even. But you could save yourself a bit of cardstock if you want. You don't need this piece, but
Yes. But Lynn is just showing you how she does it. If you don't feel like doing that, that's fine. It's okay.
oh
There
yeah,
you go.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you know, you do you. There's so many different ways to do the same thing, right?
Exactly.
And of
But as a
course, the
beginner,
beauty of
Lynn,
being well, the beauty of being a crafter is you can do it yourself, right?
exactly. But we do understand that if you're a beginner and sometimes you're so overwhelmed with like as a beginner before, and then you tell me, "Oh, this is easy. You do what you want." That's the thing. As a beginner, I don't know where to start, right? So for beginners, it's okay if you want to follow as is where is. As we said in the scrapbooking world before, scrap lift, go ahead, card lift, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, so Chow says it's February 10th. Oh, okay, good to know.
Oh,
Well,
Feb
I'm
10th.
super
Oh,
early
Feb.
then.
Yes.
I'm on top of it, folks. Okay. Now I need to decide whether I like the look of the acetate. I don't know. Do you have a preference? Do you like the look of the glossy acetate or acetate with vellum or
I,
just plain vellum?
I like the acetate. I want
That's
a
what I was
clearer.
thinking too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of double-sided adhesive onto my acetate,
Okay, there you go.
and I'm gonna glue it behind my panel, my
Okay, so
front panel.
so again, this is a great hack, guys. So if you're wondering, oh no, it's clear, everything can be seen. What will happen to the adhesive? I don't want people to see that. Okay, so that's the way you do it, right? So you do it, put it on the sides, right? And of course, Victor is saying, everything is easy for the experts. Exactly, right? So for beginners, they really have to have like a guiding hand, just like a child, right? You have to teach them every step of the way, and that's why Lynn is. I'm so grateful that she is showing us exactly, right. She could just show us this and then finish, right? But she has agreed to actually show us how it is being done and how you actually put it together. There you go. So the back side of it doesn't have to be like as big as your panel. Okay,
Not at all, not at
not at
all.
all.
And actually, let me do this so you can see. So this is a coordinating die. So you're gonna see there's a little bit of a border all the way
Uh-huh.
around.
Okay.
So the front looks like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Right now I'm looking at the back just so that I can glue this down and try to
Uh-uh.
get it nice and centered.
Uh-uh.
And I always recommend burnishing anytime you use adhesive because it really, especially with dry adhesive, it knocks all the air out. So it's going to make sure that your adhesive will actually last longer and stick better.
Oh, you know what? This is the first time I've heard the science behind that. Okay, knocking out the air inside, because if there's air inside, then that would be the start of it lifting, getting lifted off. That's it.
Yes.
Awesome. See?
Yeah, because
I knew there was a
it will
science
dry
behind
out.
that.
Yeah,
So that's it.
it'll dry out. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna peel off a little bit just to start this.
Uh-huh.
And anytime I work with dry adhesive, I try not to touch it, right? Because
Yes.
when you start touching it, it starts
Yeah.
to lose its stickiness.
Stickiness. Yes.
Then
Okay.
on the side,
Yes, we call
yeah.
it double-sided tape, just so some of the people might not know what you mean by dry adhesive. For us, that's called
Oh, okay,
double-sided tape. Okay, it's the same thing, guys.
okay.
Okay.
Us too, us too. I'm just using different words, but yeah, I think most people use double-sided adhesive as well. Um, so what I'm doing is, see how I did not lift the paper liner? I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
use that portion, that end, because it's not sticky yet,
Okay.
to line this up.
Oh,
And
great.
when I get it lined up,
Great hack.
then I can push it down where I did peel it up a little bit.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
now that that's exactly where I want, I can pull out everything else.
Awesome. Okay, so for those, one of the reasons many are actually are, afraid of using double-sided or dry adhesive is because if you make a mistake, then your cards can be ruined, right? So that's a great technique that Lynn actually showed us there, right? So, if you missed that, I highly recommend that you watch this on replay. Okay, so we got it all done, stuck
Okay,
together
so
already.
that's our front panel. Then what I'm gonna do is I am actually going to I cut a second piece out of
Uh-huh.
black,
Okay.
and I'm gonna glue this to the back. And the reason why I'm doing two layers like this is
Uh-huh.
because, do you know how, like, when you light something up, you can sort of see the shadow
Oh
of
yeah.
everything underneath it?
Yes,
Well, you
yes.
don't want people to see all the inner workings of the foam and everything back there,
Oh
which
yes.
they'll
The
they'll be
surprise is
able to
gone.
see that. Yeah, they'll be able to see that through a single layer, right? So then, to
Oh.
avoid that, because I'm gonna have to attach this panel onto my card base using some foam,
Oh, and
and
that's
if
why
I
it's
did not put a
black.
s yeah,
Also.
black just helps to kind of, black it out a little
Yes,
bit
because
better so
black
that
absorbs
you
color, right? Not reflect it. So
yeah.
they okay.
Right. So then you won't see all of those foam strips later when we start to put foam down.
So many awesome
So,
tips that you're learning here today, friends. So whether you're a crafter or a content creator in the chat right now or watching us on replay, I hope that you are enjoying this as much as I am. So even though I'm a crafter, I'm still learning a lot. See, because we do, things differently sometimes, and in looking at or hearing others process, you also learn, right? So
yeah, and
there.
that's why I love that our community is everybody just makes space for everybody else, right? There's
Mhm.
plenty of room for all the crafters out there to share
Yes.
their
So no one
ideas and
is
their
like
tips.
expert on all everything, right? There is something to be learned
Yeah.
from everyone. That's so nice.
Always, always. So, this by itself would be wonderful, but why
Exactly.
stop there when we can make it light up?
Oh my. So this is
Okay,
the exciting
so
part.
yeah, so I'm gonna use the easy lights, and this is the one that has three lights. And make sure when you get yours, I've never had anything fail, but you definitely want to test this before you start gluing it into your card.
Oh yes.
And you want to make sure. So I'm going to see how this design has some flowers. I think what
Yes.
I'm going to do is I'm going to aim to put my lights right, like, sort of in the center of these flowers.
Oh
Make it
yes.
look like, because those are the open areas anyway. So I
Uh-huh.
think more light will come through. And I cheated, and in advance, what I did was I gave myself little pencil dots. So what
Okay.
I did was I lined this up where, using my card, right? I
Okay.
lined this up where I thought it would be, and
Genius.
then I just put a little pencil mark right under each of those flowers. So
Great. Thanks for
now
helping us. Oh, that was going to be my next question. See, so answered Okay, so there you go. How do you line up the lights? So there you go.
Yeah, so it's easier to do when nothing is glued down yet. So if you kind of look at it like this, then lift it up and put a pencil mark and then just look for your pencil mark. Make sure that it's in the right spot through your vellum. And and it looks like everything is where it should be. So now
Uh-huh.
you can maybe see that little dot there. That's my
Yes.
pencil mark.
Okay, so that's
And then I
one,
have 2 more
two.
dots here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other consideration that we need to think about a little bit is where do we want to put the button? We have to have a
Exactly.
button that turns everything on. And on top of the button, we want to also stamp the word push so that whoever gets this card actually knows, that they can turn it on. What a
Exactly.
waste, right? What a waste if they don't know. So you have to tell them.
Okay.
Um, so do you think we should put it in the upper top corner? Where do you think, Lala? Where should we hide the button to turn it on?
Yeah,
Up here or
either way,
down here?
either lower or upper. But I think since there's the sentiment over there,
We put it
so
up top.
yes. And then the flow of the wires as well going, I think any which
Oh,
way. Any which way.
the wires are so long, they'll go
So
wherever they need to
anywhere.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the beauty
Okay. So that
of
when we stamp the push, okay, so because we already have sentiment down below, so it's not gonna be
okay.
too like cluttered underneath. So I think yeah, that's I think we could
Okay.
put it
We'll
over there.
we'll aim for
Awesome.
there. Got it.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just reserve some space here. Just do a little
Okay.
pencil mark. We know that the top panel is going to hide this. Okay. And then now let's get our lights down. So this is going to be on the inside and it will be hidden. So you don't have to
Okay.
worry about this being messy.
Okay.
And let
Again,
me use
don't
something.
forget the hack, okay, that to put another layer of cardstock or paper underneath, okay, the either the vellum or the acetate, okay, so that we can hide all of this amazing gadgetry stuff and wires underneath. And of course, we have
Okay.
KM. Hi, KM. And Shanna saying hi to Tracy.
All
There
right.
you go.
So I'm just going to use a little bit of washi. The lights are super duper small,
Uh-huh.
so you can see.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Do
Those
you see how
LED
small
lights.
that is?
Exactly. I think maybe
So
a
there
centimeter.
there is a kind of a front and a back. So if you can see,
Ah. Okay.
the back is where all the wires are,
Okay.
and then the light is
On top.
yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Focus.
obviously we need to make the yellow be on top, right? And you are
Yes,
not
that was the
using an
point.
electrical tape, right? You are using just washi tape. So to show
I'm
you
just
how
using
safe.
washi.
Okay, because I thought, oh, that's an
Yep.
electrical tape. No, it's just washi, guys.
It's
Okay, so
just washi.
uh-huh. So for those who don't know what a
Yep.
washi tape is, for our non-crafter friends in the chat, washi tapes are actually low tack tape. Okay, so it's not really very sticky. So but not uh but just enough to stick something like normally temporarily, or if you don't really need it to see like that one. Lynn removed it and it didn't,
Yep.
destroy the paper or get stuck to the paper underneath. So, okay, so
Yeah.
that's just a trial now.
And
This is the real thing.
well, yeah, I just wanted to show it in blue just so that you can kind of see,
Uh-huh.
that all you need to do is tape it down. But we have such a
Uh-huh.
big opening. What I want to use is something a little bit more clear. just
Okay.
just so that it's a little bit out of the way so that you don't actually
Okay.
see it
So you don't
accidentally
put the
through.
tape like exactly beside it because it's still, you can still see it from there. And then try
You
to
can
hide
still
the
see it.
wire in one
Yeah,
of
you can still
those
see it a little.
a
Yeah.
little.
And it depends on how much you want to really hide it. We can make
Uh-huh.
we can make this run, um if our battery is
Okay.
here.
And
It's
then
gonna be
those
like that.
wires are actually bendable, right?
Oh
They
yeah.
can,
Don't
yes.
put a you just don't want to put a hard crease.
Okay,
But you can kind of bend it where you need it or want it to go.
okay.
So, I can bend it around and have it come through the top to make it
Okay.
look more like the light is, because if there's gonna be, like, lights in the lantern, maybe it's coming from the top, maybe it's
Uh-huh.
coming from the bottom, who knows?
Okay.
I mean, the opening, I have such a wide opening, right? I'm not gonna be able to hide the wires
Exactly,
completely
yes.
because the lantern is very big,
Yeah, but it's very,
but I like
very
it.
small light, right? So
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries.
So we can do a little bit of a preview once we have our lights in place.
Again, Lynn is
And
following the dots. Remember, she placed those, with a pencil marking the place where, she wants those light bulbs, the tiny LED lights, not bulb, tiny LED light. Sorry about that.
yep,
Okay, to be placed. So there you go. So don't mind the wires yet because they can actually be tucked in or hidden later on.
right. And what I'm gonna do is, yeah, that looks a mess. Don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry. Because what I want to do is, before I glue anything down, is I want to do a little bit of a preview just to see, like, oh, lit up. Is that,
Amazing!
is that what I want?
Oh, that's
Because
so
I
pretty.
actually I actually think I want to throw some vellum behind here.
Yeah, so it can disperse light further.
Yeah, it
Right, there you go.
softens. I
Yeah,
think it
softens the
softens the
light.
light.
Yeah. You know how
Yeah.
it is when sometimes we have lights and we have diffusers on them, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Right?
awesome.
Okay. So you agree with that? I'm gonna do that.
Yes, yes. I like it. I like it. It makes
Oh,
the light seem more, less harsh.
yeah.
Yes.
And plus, if this was a paper lantern, it would be softer like that, I feel.
Exactly.
So, okay, see this, Lala, no
Yeah.
burnishing. Just gonna push with my finger,
Uh-huh.
right? And then look what happens when I burnish. See how all that air, this
Yes,
is
it's removed.
darker? That's
Yes.
because I pushed the air out by burnishing.
Okay. So burnishing is not just a crafter thing just because, okay, but there's a science behind it. We want to get rid of those air pockets so that it would really stick, okay, to the thing that we want
Yep.
them to stick. Awesome. Okay.
Yep, yep. All right. So then if everything looks about where we want it, then I do want to make sure, while this is still flat, that I stamp the word push. Because you don't want to forget that part.
Yes, because it's gonna be so hard to stamp the word push. Okay, once it's not even anymore.
Exactly. And so Pear Blossom Press does have its own stamp set, and there's some coordinating dies that go with it. We're just going to use the word push. And there's different fonts, so I think I'll use this one. I
Okay.
like to double, triple check.
Okay.
Let's make
I
sure
hope
it's in the right
some of our
spot.
partner stores are watching this now live or on replay. I will ask them to watch. Please bring in Pink and Bean and Pear Blossom Press to the Philippines, please. So it's
Yes,
faster
I
and
think,
cheaper for us to get it. Because it's
yeah,
not
and
just for
it's,
Christmas, right? It's for all occasions. This is for New Year, anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, what have you, right? So, oh my goodness, possibilities are endless. My
should
heart.
I also stamp in red? What do you think, Lala? Or should I stamp it in black?
The press, uh,
Yeah.
if you want it to easily stand out, the black. But if we want it to be
Yes.
like somehow part of the design, then I go for red. So I think I did give you an
Oh,
answer.
I don't know that
Okay.
that's an answer.
Exactly.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
just give you choices.
Let's
Okay. Let's go
I'm
for
gonna say black
okay.
just so that the design, like everything New Year's, is really the red, right?
Okay.
And then this
So
is,
that's why it stands out as well, right? So easily to see that
yeah,
it's different. Right.
it's
Ah, okay. So
different,
they won't
right?
miss out the instruction that you need to press.
Yeah. Well, plus I just want it to be more subtle.
Exactly. And of course, T saying hi to Shanna. Thanks, T and Shanna, for being here, of course. And Miss Lisa. Hi, Miss Lisa. Are you guys
Okay.
loving this? For those, okay, I have a question for today. I almost forgot. Okay, so guys, making cards with lights with LV Handcrafted today. But have you ever, okay, received a card that lights up? I have in the past, especially when I was younger. So that's why this is I'm reminiscing about my childhood when I got this as a gift, and at the same time how awesome it is. Okay, so there, we're back with Lynn, and she is showing us. Okay, that she stamped it with black. So, guys, answer in the chat, please. Have you ever received something as awesome as this one? Right? Probably you've had pop up cards and glitter cards, but how about light up cards? Have you ever, right, in your lifetime received one? Okay, so please put it in the chat so we can know. Okay, so in the background, I'm also creating my version since I don't have a light up card. I'm showing you something that we always normally use to show a little bit of bling and stuff. Okay, there you go. So
Can
now
we zoom me out?
okay, zoom out a bit. Hold on. Yeah, it's too go. There you go. And then
Thank you. I was
yeah.
like, woo!
Uh,
That's
oh, because
so
I
tight.
changed. I changed. It was here before. Okay, there you go. Let's go back to
Okay.
this scene.
Okay. So I just heat set that because I stamped it with VersaFine. So just want to make sure it dries.
Yes. So
And
VersaFine is pink pigment, so sometimes um it
yep,
stays on top, right? So you just need to dry it a little bit so to be sure it's
yes.
dry. Okay, there you go.
Now, this is just kind of hanging out here. So let's easy to attach this. Just some glue.
Oh,
A little bit of
you can use
wet glue.
glue. Oh, okay. I thought
Yep.
you can only use like dry glue for that one. No, it's okay to use the
Nope.
liquid glue. Oh,
It
awesome.
is. It is. Gonna hold it there for a second because it's wet glue is good. It does let you kind of give you some time.
To wiggle, yeah.
You
And
need to move it.
mhm.
And as always, just double check. All right. So now my wires are still just everywhere, right? Not a problem. Let's just make these go where they need to go to be hidden and then tape it down.
Okay.
So just gonna tuck those in,
Yes. So for those
tape.
who might be like OC or are um really want everything to be neat and proper and stuff like that. Don't worry because this is not gonna be seen. So it's
None of this will
okay.
be seen. Yeah. As long as you just kind of gently fold and tape it down, you can just use, this is nothing special, just Scotch tape.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, you could use washi if you want. And there we go. So then let's just test. Make sure we don't see any wires. That's looking
Yay!
good. Now we're almost done. All we need to do is attach this to our base. And for that, I am going to use, also sold in the Pear Blossom Press
Oh my
shop, is
goodness.
the world's best foam tape.
Wow, and it's so huge. We never have those kinds of big rolls here. We don't. So super awesome.
Okay, so it's also by Pear Blossom Press. And why do they have that? Is that a trademark thing? The world's best foam tape?
Foam tape? I do not know if it's
Maybe
officially
Amanda should,
trademarked.
trademark that one.
But I will tell you why it is the
Mm-hmm.
world's best. And that's for a couple reasons. There's the fact that it is, to start, it's already double thick, so that it's perfect. It's the perfect thickness for your battery, right? Because
Yes. It has to
we
be
need it to clear
taller.
our battery.
Right. So normally what we
Yeah.
do is we layer our foam tapes, right? So we put one down and then
Mhm.
we put on another, but sometimes that isn't the perfect thing because sometimes it's uneven, it wobbles, right? So you have all
Yeah.
those things, but this one is just so perfect for this okay product, okay, which is you want to put lights onto. So that's a good thing, right? They've thought of everything.
They've thought of everything, absolutely.
Mm.
And the thing is that, that's not all that makes it great. The real magic is this. So, see how I put this down? Look, I took it up so easy, right?
Uh-huh.
No tearing, no nothing. It's actually has this magical property where it is removable for the first 30 minutes, but
Oh,
after 24 hours, it's 100% uh
permanent.
permanent.
Oh, so
See?
I was getting scared a while there. So I think, oh, if it gets removed easily like that, so it's gonna. Oh, so it gives
Yeah.
you that wiggle time. Okay. Oh, if you suddenly
Ex
want to, But is there a way? I don't know, Lynn. If is there a way to hasten that permanency? Let's say you
Is
want
there
to like you like to last minute the crammers, okay, and then they want to ship it out already.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it's definitely going to hold
Ah, okay. It's
your
not as if
project.
it's gonna be if you remove it,
Yeah.
intentionally.
Y
Okay.
Right,
Otherwise, it's
right,
not.
right.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna still hold. So you can, whatever you make, you can still ship it right away.
Oh, that's why it's called the
Um,
what is it called again? The
the
best?
world's best.
The world's
Yeah,
best.
world's best. Yeah.
Exactly.
So just want to make sure I have foam everywhere I need, and I cut too much here. See, everybody makes mistakes. That's why it's nice to be able to pull it back up.
Yes. And of course, we
I'll
do
just
know
put
mistakes are, always bound to happen as crafters, as content creators. There's nothing that, we have like 100% control over with, right? So, but that's fine.
Yeah,
That is
absolutely.
absolutely
And
fine.
that's what makes this so nice to work with, because you do have that working time like you said, so
Mm-mm.
that you don't have to feel like you have to be perfect. There's it's
It
nobody's
that in
perfect.
itself to know that this perfection is not really something that is needed for this kind of project is a calming. It makes
Yeah.
it even more nicer to actually check out and do this okay project. Now, the minute it hits the Philippine market, you'd expect getting a lot of write-up cards from me.
I hope one of your retailers will bring it to market there.
Yes.
Um, the other thing that makes this really great is look how easy the liner is to peel off. Like,
Oh yeah, one
so
of the things
hot.
I worry about sometimes, especially if I have short nails, right? And then I try to peel
Oh, yeah.
off the tape or what do you call the release tape, right? So sometimes it gets
Mhm.
into the like the inners of your fingers, and it's painful,
Oh,
right?
yes.
It
Yes, that's
is.
true. Oh my gosh,
Right.
that's a really good point. I never think about that, but that's
Yeah,
such a
so
good
if
point.
it peels off like that so easily, the release date, that is super awesome. And
Yeah.
sometimes, of course, we can always use our pick tool or something that is, sharp at the end. But
Yeah.
sometimes, like in my case, when I'm crafting live, it's like, where is my scissors? Where is my glue? Where is my? It looks like I'm
Yeah.
losing so many things, right? So if you can't find it, you can just easily peel it off with your fingers, right? No worry. Okay, this is it, Lynn. Okay, excited.
Yeah, so I just the one of the things that's really cool though is that like the removable sometimes it can be very hard to like position your top panel on, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I had this glued a second ago. I just peeled it right off. So that if you're having a hard time getting it to center, that 30-minute time frame is plenty, to really
Exactly.
take it back up if you need, and I would still recommend to burnish
Okay. Lynn,
everything.
can I make a product request? Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Since this is available on, foam tape, okay, maybe this can also be for the regular double-sided tape. Maybe they can also have that. This kind of, so we don't need to like first half and then another half, right? So maybe
Yeah.
that can also be done for the regular double-sided tape. Just,
Yes.
product
Yes. If you
request.
if you don't have the world's best foam tape and all you've got is regular foam tape,
Yes.
then yes, do use that trick where you just peel up I still have my roll here. Do
Yes.
use that trick where you just peel up a part of it and then you line it up. And then I see that there's a question about how do
Oh,
you
yes, Victor.
replace the battery?
50 years of
Yeah.
use, guys.
Well, you know what? I know that these cards will get saved for 50 years for sure. But sadly, there's
No
really
way.
no way other than to
Yeah.
lift it up, right?
Yeah.
But that's why we took care to make sure
It's
that
still
the card
nice,
looked
even if it
nice.
doesn't, without
That's right.
the lights. But maybe we
So
can come up with an LED that doesn't die in the future. Maybe, it can get, charged by just the regular lights. I don't know. That would be very
yeah, so
expensive.
like a solar panel on the battery.
Oh my, you're getting more into how much will a card be? You have solar cells inside. Oh my goodness. All right,
Uh,
guys. So, okay, Lynn, can we show them press that thing?
oh, press it. Yes, there we go.
Yay! There you go. How awesome is that, right? So it's like, I'm
Yes.
sure the one that's gonna receive is like, oh, okay. So guys, I will show you that behind the scenes. Okay, while Lynn was working on that one, I was also working on my side of the crafting part because I don't have that amazing, pear blossom press light. So I had to make do with what I have. Okay. And
Oh.
so this is basically I used uh abandoned coral and squeezed lemonade distress oxide for the backdrop. And then I used this mama elephant, very very old this is the what is the name of this one? Bright lights. Because I wanted to simulate the lights
Oh,
that Lynn is
cute.
making. All right. So this is how I basically did this. I just stamped this like this and then like that. Okay. And then after that, okay, I took some of there are actually options for an oval or a circle lights. I think I like the oval ones more. And then I just use this six different colors from Gina K. Okay, so I have this. I don't know the colors anymore, guys, but just these colors. Okay, for the lights. Okay, the six over there. So now I'm just gonna finish off this thing. Okay. So, Lynn, I do know that you have another one. Okay, I no, it's okay. I think so, guys. If I finish this, okay, and I will supposedly finish this with this one. Okay, so it says sparkle and shine bright this holiday
Aw.
season. Okay, and then I am going to finish that off by, of course, I want to have a bling as well. But since I don't have the lights, right? So I'm gonna do a wink of Stella. Okay.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
then just go over, okay, the lights so that they somehow twinkle as well. Of course, not as bright as, what the lights can really do, right? But having the fact that I don't have this, so please, local, my partner stores, please bring these products in. Promise
Yes,
it's gonna
do
be
it.
worth it. Okay, and of course, somehow because I put a color at the back, so there's a line. Okay, so I'll just go over it again with jelly roll white. Okay, to put in that little bit of what do you call this, detail back in. Okay, so there you go.
Your your ink blending really makes that card look like it's
Thank
glowing
you.
though.
Right. So
It
guys, this
truly
is
it looks
basically
like it's lit up.
thank you. And then
Wow.
the bright, if ever, I actually also added, if you can see. Okay, the bright is actually
Oh,
somehow glowing as well.
yes.
So that's again
Yes.
I added. So if I finish this is the finished product. This is fast forward, guys. Okay, because we don't really want you to. Normally, crafty nights would be very, very long, but today is Vlogmas, so it's just like a snippet of what we do in our long form videos or live stream. So there, see, you can still see the bling. So that is from the wink of Stella. So this is how it's gonna look like. This is the best I can do to simulate the lights that that can be done with the kind of product like Pear Blossom Press has. Okay, so see, it's still very dirty because of the. This is one thing I like about this Alti new stamping platform, because I can ink, I can stamp everything. I use this one for, so I don't need to like transfer, and I don't get my hands inky, right? So there you go, that is our finished
Beautiful.
product. Okay, Lynn, so again, let's invite them over to your regular show. Okay, what's up for LV Handcrafted in 2024?
Oh, in 2024. Well, let's first say that I am joining you again on
Yes.
Vlogmas for the 26th of December. Well,
Yes,
it's the
so that's
26th for
27 for
me.
us. Yes.
There you go. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me back. And sorry to be greedy to everybody else and taking 2 nights of Vlogmas.
No.
But I'm excited. We'll be doing some better pressing on that episode.
Yay.
So I'm very excited. So if you're here tonight, I hope you'll rejoin us on the 26th here in the US, the 27th in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2024, I'll be resuming my Crafty Fun with Friends Saturday afternoon crafting live streams.
Okay, that's
And
actually
so
Sunday for us, 6 a.m., guys.
6
There you go.
a.m. or 5 a.m.? Is it
Now
5
you
a.m.?
are on DST, so it's 6
Oh,
a.m. But when you go back
okay.
to your old, it's gonna be 5 a.m.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's at least a little bit not as early.
Yes, so for the
So still
next
pretty
couple
early
of
though.
months. Yes, okay. So there you go. And on top of that, of course, Lynn. Lynn is actually part of several awesome companies as a design team member, or sometimes even admin. So when you go to her channel, or even to some of her socials, you would see some of them. And I highly suggest that you look up this company. So look at that item card, right? You look up those companies, and you will see some of the videos that were made by Lynn as well. So from there, and I actually didn't know a lot of, the only companies I know of are the ones that are being brought here. Of course, we see it in the videos on YouTube and stuff, but for somebody that you somehow know actually use it and make things out of it is super awesome. So that's why hopefully in the near future, no, not hopefully, we will claim this. Okay, you will be seeing all of these new products here in the Philippines, and hopefully,
Make it happen, Lala.
yes,
Make
we
it
will make
happen.
it happen, Lynn.
You know people. You know people. Make it happen.
Yes, we will make it happen. All right. So last people in the chat to join us. Hi, Wiz Wims. I know you are at work, and I thank you so much for joining us. Yes, did you see it? Okay, Lynn, can we press it again? Maybe Wims didn't see the lighting up.
Boop.
There you go. Awesome, right? I'm too late. Sorry, Zell. It's okay. It's okay, Zell and Wims. Hi, Zell. Okay. And of course, Chow said, laugh out loud. Pretty. Oh, Lynn's card is lighting up. Yes, Wims. Wonderful card. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And we
Aw,
have,
thank
of course,
you.
Dawn, the crafty visage. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm so late to class. That's fine. There is always replay, guys. All right. And again, thank you so much. And also sorry, Dawn, I wasn't able to join you live, but I was on Team Replay, right? So again, thank you so much, Lynn, and I'll see you again in a week. Exactly, or 6 days actually, 6 days,
6 days.
6 days. So that's
Thank
the
you so much, Lala.
yes. So that's the 27th, guys. Same time, 9 o'clock a.m. Philippine time. With that, thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 21. And tomorrow is gonna be Dallas, Stamper Girl, and I'll be doing watercolor. Oh my goodness. That's something else. I'm
Yay!
like, this is gonna be like another episode with T where I was so scared. Let's see if I can actually create something. All right, with that, guys, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that if you have not seen it yet, to go to the link here to register to Craft Getaway 2024. It's a 3-day face-to-face and virtual crafting together in Boracay. It's at mommyguideinc.com/shop. Thank you. Bye.